When we look at word problems, we need to sometimes think about whether we multiply or divide. Let's say we look at how a multiplication might look. If we had 4 apples, and then we were told we're going to have 3 times as many. The number 3 is really important, and 3 times as many means we're going to have more. So instead of one group of 4, we're going to have 3 groups of 4. So that's 3 multiplied by 4, and that equals 12. So we've got 12 apples. 3 times as many means we have more, so we multiply to get our total. Now, let's start with those same 12 apples and think about division. This time we know our total, and we have to find out what 3 times less is. Well, less means we're going to have a smaller number, so then we're going to divide because we're going to share those 12 apples. 3 times less means 3 groups. Each group is 1/3 of the original. It's 3 times less. So we've now got 4 apples. And if we think about a number problem, we had 12, we divided by 3 because we shared into 3 groups, and now we've got 4. Here's another case where multiplication would be used. We have a building that's 4 meters tall. What about a building that's 3 times taller? Well, it's like 3 4-meter buildings stacked on top of each other. So our number problem would be 3 multiplied by 4, which equals 12. Now our answer would actually be 12 meters. If we thought of starting with a 12-meter high building, division would be where the building we need to work out is 3 times shorter. So 3 times shorter means it's smaller. So we would start with 12 and divide by 3, and we get 4. We had our 12-meter building and we split it into 3 pieces, so they're smaller, and that would be 4 meters if we were writing our full answer. Let's look for some clues in this problem. At the very first comic and swap meet, there were 6 people selling comics. This year, there were 3 times as many sellers. So what is the problem that we've got? Well, we need to find out how many sellers are there this year. We knew there were 6 people at the first comic and swap meet. This year, there were 3 times as many as the original 6. So we've got 3 times as many, 3 lots of 6. So instead of 6, we've got 3 groups of 6. So we had 6 to start with, and then we multiplied that by 3 to get 18. So there are 18 sellers this year. Our number got bigger. Now, a variation on this could be where we've got a number and it's getting smaller. So how can we solve this one? At the first tennis practice session, 36 people turned up. There's 12, 24, 36. The second week, it was wet, cold and windy, so the group was 3 times smaller. So, how many turned up the second week? Well, there were 36, and then the group was 3 times smaller. So that means we need less. So we're going to start with our 36, and we're actually going to share that, or divide. How much are we going to divide by? Well, the group was 3 times smaller. So it's like splitting our group into 3 equal groups, and then looking at one of those groups. So 36 divided by 3 equals 12. So how many turned up the second week? 12 people. We had 36 and our group was 3 times smaller. So it's like dividing into 3 equal groups.